Here, now that more seats are available and Leeds have taken up their full allocation of 3,000 tickets for what's virtually a Yorkshire local derby. Well, Jason Wilcox played in front of over 70,000 on Wednesday, and he'll hope his contribution to England's cause against Argentina will earn him a place in Kevin Keegan's squad for Euro 2000. And if it does, well, he may well come across Middlesbrough's Christian Ziege, who scored Germany's goal in their 2-1 defeat by Holland in Amsterdam. Ziege's corners led to both Boro goals against Coventry last week. Collins failed a fitness test on a groin injury this morning, so Neil Maddison starts in midfield. A few absentees: Brian Deane not fit enough to face his old club, Robbie Mustoe and Dean Gordon playing in the reserves next Monday, Paul Gascoigne back in light training. And number 5, Gianluca Festa, was widely quoted in the morning press on the subject of Middlesbrough and Brian Robson, but he's not the first Italian to feel he's been misquoted. Leeds are without several regulars. Kelly, Backer and Jones are all serving a one-match ban. Batty and McPhail injured. Bridges only fit enough to sit on the bench. So in come Alfie Haaland, Danny Mills and David Hopkin. Uriah Rennie starts a match which Hamilton Ricard, straight from the kickoff, tries a shot. A match which, not just in this part of the world, is billed as a really big game. The Colombian there took an attempted pot shot straight from the kickoff. Mills, Campbell, Harry Kewell up front again with Alan Smith. Here's Kewell now, number 10. Mills has moved up on the right-hand side. Lee Bowyer in the penalty area. Kewell shoots. Oh, it's come back off the offside. The flag's up. The flag's up. The goal will not stand. Leeds look across at the assistant referee on this side, and he has got his flag up. It's Darren Drysdale whose flag rules out the effort. Well, certainly Lee Bowyer thought he'd scored. He didn't see the flag when he put the ball in the net or just afterwards, but it was certainly up as the 3 Leeds players were in a goal-mouth position. That's Mills. That's Kewell. Been playing for 10 minutes and already signs this could be quite a feisty atmosphere both on and off the pitch. Oh, it's been given away. Well, Lee Bowyer is starting to wonder what sort of an afternoon he's going to have. A goal, or what he thought was a goal, wiped out in the first minute, and now after a poor defensive clearance, it just flies away from that post. And it's away by Radiver. Juninho. Still no decision on Juninho's future at the end of the season. Middlesbrough have an option to buy, or an option not to. Here's Campbell, this is Juninho. Oh, that was a good effort by Ziege. Hit it with his right foot. Well, this is the right foot of Christian Ziege, and he gets power, but straight at Nigel Martin. David O'Leary choosing to sit in the stand at the start. Harry Kewell coming in between 2 defenders. Oh, and he's got support here from Smith, and he's got a man free to his right. Well, Bowyer is causing all sorts of trouble because he's propping up in unmarked positions. He it was whose effort was disallowed early on. He's had 2 since then. This is Smith laying it out to Bowyer. No wonder he's got 10 goals from midfield this season. He's got a real eye for it. Cooper forward. Juninho. Well, one has to ask the question, is he quite the same influence second time round? Finding it quite difficult at the moment to penetrate the Leeds defence. This is Ian Hart. Oh, that's a good little turn by Alan Smith. He's got Bowyer in the middle inevitably, and Lee Bowyer's here with the header, and it's come back off the bar, and oh, it's come to Mills. Middlesbrough not clearing. Hart! Oh, straight at Schwarzer. Well, Bowyer must wonder what he's got to do to score. It's a good cross by Smith, this. Really stood the ball up off the bar, and even then Middlesbrough didn't clear it properly, and in the end, Mills got a shot in, and finally Hart did. This is Smith. Pallister. Campbell, he's holding the line up quite well at times, Campbell for Middlesbrough. Juninho makes a break, and Nigel Martin came an awful long way. Fleming! Oh, just wide, but what an opening. Nigel Martin, maybe an error of judgment, who knows. He decided early to come here. Radebez's header came back off the Middlesbrough player, Juninho. Martin came to block, which he did, but he left the goal unprotected, and Fleming put it wide. Radebe was in fact trying to cover the line. Whether he would have got a touch had the ball been going in, we'll never know. Here's Juninho. Good play. Ziege up on the far side, and Leeds trying to win the ball back. Don't do so. Juninho, surely. Campbell, surely. No. Another good chance goes begging. Christian Ziege made all the running here. He threw off two challenges. Juninho slips the ball to Campbell. Leeds beat Middlesbrough 2-0 at Elland Road earlier in the season. The last three meetings here have all been drawn, and at the moment there's nothing to choose between them today. This is Ziege for Boro. Three the other way. There's the cross for Rickard! Hits the post! Oh, that was unlucky. A cross from Germany and a header from Colombia. But it's really well delivered by Ziege, and Hamilton Rickard, well, he was unmarked, but he did well to get the contact he did, twisting a bit. So now Leeds have hit the bar and Middlesbrough have hit the post. Maddison stretching. Juninho taken from behind by Radebe. They can play on, and Juninho, oh well, the flag's gone up, and I think that might have been against Rickard, who didn't interfere, and Juninho went on and planted the ball in the net, and it won't count. Look at this, it's Rickard who's offside. Juninho, was he as well? Well, he's looking around. The flag's up already at this stage, so it wouldn't have mattered. But, well, there's one to talk about. This is Hart. Oh, and Schwarzer's punches poor. Kuhl! Oh! On the volley, Harry Kuhl with the goal unguarded. I've rarely seen a half with so much incident and no goals. This is Schwarzer coming for what isn't a very good punch, in all honesty. He was under pressure, and look at that. Kuhl may feel he should have hit the goal. Good turn by Campbell, and he got it back from Rickard. Andy Campbell, Juninho's coming up to his left. Hamilton Rickard! Good save by Martin. Hooked back in by Fleming. Well, Middlesbrough again ruining a missed opportunity, but full marks to the international goalkeeper, because Rickard was clean through. It's Bowyer now for Leeds. To Kuhl. Outside him is Wilcox. Bowyer's there again. Bowyer! Good turn and shot. Well, he gets into more scoring positions than some strikers, Lee Bowyer. Turning against Pallister there. This is Bowyer. Oh, it's Lee Bowyer. Oh, it's a good ball too to Huckabee. Just come on. And it's still loose. Bowyer's there again against the post, and the referee steps in. Leeds so close again, and you just can't contain Bowyer. He makes the play here. He's got Huckabee to his right. It's an attempted shot that's going, or maybe a pass to be generous, but they couldn't scramble it in, and in the end, Bowyer hit the post with Schwarzer down. Here's Kuhl again, oh, and Huckabee's offside. Offside. Well, it's the third time the ball's been in the net this afternoon, but each time an offside flag. Well, indeed, the goalkeeper didn't even try there. It was gone some time before. Jason Wilcox in his central position. He's got Hart and Kuhl to his left, Bowyer to his right here. Kuhl. Comes back off Somerville. Kuhl again. Hart. It's Ian Hart for Leeds. May well be the nominal left back, but he scores goals for both club and country, this fellow, with either foot as well. Substitution imminent by Middlesbrough. Madison looks as if he may have taken a knock. Oh, and here's Huckabee with a great chance! Oh, he could have perhaps taken it on if he'd known. Ricard and Radebe. Juninho. That's Armstrong, and he's found Juninho. Ricard, nobody to his right, but he's been brought down by Haaland. Yellow card coming out. Yellow card coming out for Alfie Haaland. Bringing down Ricard, who would have moved into some space on that side if he'd got away. It's a free kick, very central. And it's Juninho. Nigel Martin had that well covered. In fact, he's just peering between the two defenders there to get the catch. Huckabee breaks away here for Leeds with Wilcox just inside him and Kuhl further over. It's still Huckabee. This is Kuhl. Oh, it's Lee Bowyer, surely! How did he miss that? Well, when he tots up all his goal attempts today, and there'll be many, Lee Bowyer will think this was the best chance, surely. He slides it wide of the post. And this is a let-off with a capital L for Middlesbrough. Brian Robson trying to get some instructions out here. Oh, Gianluca Festa. Oh, now there's trouble. Festa's tackle, Leeds reaction. Uriah Rennie right across, straight in there. Good refereeing. He stopped the reaction. This is a bad trip by Festa. It's certainly bookable. And Leeds turned on him. But fortunately here, there's been restraint by the players and real common sense by the referee, who dealt with the possible reaction first and then went back and rightly booked Festa. Eddie Gray to the left of David O'Leary. This is Juninho now for Middlesbrough. It's been that sort of game. Real flow to it. Juninho again picking up the pass from Ziga, but then Radebe comes over. And nobody can afford to dwell on the ball even at this late stage. The pace has been unrelenting. That's another strong challenge from the back. And Festa here has already been yellow carded. Gianluca Festa only a minute or two ago, and now he's brought down Huckabee. And this looks as though it could be a red card. Gary Pallister goes across to try and persuade the referee not to, but Gianluca Festa here who was yellow carded only a matter of minutes ago, gets the red for the second offence. Middlesbrough will play the last few minutes with 10 men. It's the tackle from behind, it's the one that FIFA and indeed the English FA want referees to clamp down on. He may have taken a bit of the ball, but he also took Huckabee. And Gianluca Festa is ordered off. Anxious times. And still it goes on. This is Bridges. And finally the whistle goes. Well, it was a typical local derby. There was plenty of edge in that game. Festa sent off towards the end, but David O'Leary's team unable to take advantage. They came close to a winner, but then again both sides missed chances, and Lee Bowyer, who got into some terrific positions, will certainly look back on the last one when he only had the goalkeeper to beat. But it's 1 point nearer safety for Middlesbrough. It's 1 point nearer the Champions League for Leeds. It's Middlesbrough 0, Leeds 0 before the Riverside's record crowd.
David, with the benefit of technology, we can actually see replays. You've just seen the offside goal in the first minute. What's your view?
You'd probably say I'm bound to say this, but I definitely thought even in real life that was definitely a goal. And I think linesmen, you know, the onus is on to give the forward the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think linesmen do that. We had an incident in the second half with Huckabee, and if we're going to make this game more entertaining, you know, we've got to give the forwards the benefit of the doubt. And you know, we seem to think, oh, put the flag up, and I thought it was a definite goal.
You never know with the interpretations of the laws now, because for me, Hamilton Ricard was walking back in an offside position. Juninho ran through and Hamilton wasn't interfering with player at all, but the goal's chalked off. Now, I was at Leeds v Tottenham only 2 weeks ago. Harry Kewell did exactly the same when Smith was in an offside position, and the goal stood.
Lee, are you one of these players that when you miss chances it affects your whole weekend, or do you just get over it?
I'd say it'd affect my weekend, because I missed a chance last week and I went away with the under-21s and I didn't really get my head around it, you know, because it was a easy chance, well, relatively easy, but I should have scored and I missed. So it's disappointing, because I feel as though I've let everybody down, because you've got to set yourself standards, and I've set myself high standards to score chances like that.
Everybody saw the game against Aston Villa when we get beat 4, and it was a terrible performance, and you know, there was a lot of things said in the papers which the players didn't like, the management and the staff didn't like, and you know, it was begging the question, can you answer the critics? And thankfully we did that against Coventry last week, and we had a stiff test today against you know, a very good Leeds team, and you know, we showed a bit of character and showed a bit of bottle, and you know, I think we're probably more pleased with the point than they did.
Better game, Alan, than the scoreline suggests, really.
Yeah, very much so. It could have ended up 6-6, lots of chances for both sides, and when you consider both teams played 3 centre-backs, which I think is basically a defensive ploy, it was amazing we didn't get a goal. I mean, with great quality, I think 2 great performances from the goalkeepers, and I think Middlesbrough will be happy. I think, again, they've proved that if they can get nearest to their best 11 on the pitch, they're a good side that are capable of giving anybody a game.
Well, both managers were disappointed with offside decisions, and you have to say they look debatable in real life or otherwise, didn't they?
Well, especially the first one. I mean, this is the first minute, and we've got Harry Kewell coming in the right-hand side on his left foot, and when he comes in and hits it, we freeze it just at the moment of impact. You can see clearly onside. Ball comes back off the keeper. Bowyer sticks in the back of the net. The flag goes up late. It was definitely should have been a goal. This one, well, we're talking about interpretation here. We've had this argument the other week, what is active and what's not active. Ricard's coming back, and he just about dummies it. Juninho goes in, puts it in the back of the net. I want somebody to tell me what the rule is, because I haven't got a clue what is. I haven't got a clue what the rule is. What is interfering with play? The minute you start talking about interpretation from referee and linesman, then you've got problems. I mean,
but there's inconsistency. I think that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, he's coming out there. He's not actually taking part in that particular play.
But he's right next to the ball. Wait a minute, he's just about jumped over the ball.
Yeah, surely but it's the same as the Kewell one last week, where there's very similar circumstances, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think, I mean, you'd have an argument about what is active, then what is interfering with play? Has he actually got to touch the ball to be offside? And also, why does he want to... They should scrap the offside law altogether. Honestly, they should. I'll tell you what, but that's a big change in the game.
I'll tell you what, that would have killed you two playing together.
Absolutely, completely. But I don't
We don't mind
understand.
that.
I don't understand why teams squeeze up now and push up, because like 15 years ago, if somebody running behind you is automatically offside, that doesn't apply anymore. So what people say it's going to be good for the game, but I think eventually everybody will just retreat to the 18-yard line, because if you squeeze up and somebody runs in, then there's a chance that when he's coming back, somebody else runs in, you're going to end up with the ball in the back
They
of the
should
net.
make it so the only person can be offside is the one receiving the ball. That'd clear it up, wouldn't it? Get rid of. Anyway, back.
Not really. Not really.
Back
You're
to
confusing us now.
back to the game. Lee Bowyer, guilty of missing one of the chances of the season last
Well,
week, and he had one or two today, didn't
He had about 5 or 6, but the great thing about Lee Bowyer is that he missed the chance last week. He's still getting into the positions. This is a good interception from him. Reads it well. Good hit. I think he's a little bit unlucky there. This is a golden opportunity. The ball comes a good movement to drag away to the back post, but I think you've got to score there. Comes off the woodwork. I think he's got to score there. This one coming up. Great first touch. Good hit. Decent save. We pick him up here. Rise the challenge. Great ball into Huckerby, good vision awareness, keeps on going, comes across. I think again the keeper does great, a great save. But the last one, well we've highlighted him here. The great thing, as I said, he keeps on getting in there, right? He runs in, takes a chance, cool dummies it, great first touch, and he's got to score. That's the best chance he had. But as I say, he keeps on getting into the positions. I think that Leeds United, I mean, everybody wants to see them qualify for the Champions League, but they've just had a bit of lull in form. I think the next 3 games are vital for them. They've got Coventry and Wimbledon at home and Bradford away. It's imperative they start winning, and quickly.
Okay, thanks, Alan. Now, news has broken this evening that Alan